Hey everybody, this is Danny with Danikin Aquatics. I don't know where Ken's at, but there he is.
You're so impatient.
Why would we go late if you're not sitting there?
Whatever. Well, hello, everybody. As always, Danny's screwing things up. She can't do anything right to save her life.
Oh, you're so rotten. After all
Anyway,
the
let me
things
run
I've
through the
done.
hellos. First in the night was Miss Mary Page. Good to see you, Mary. Snailing it with Mystery Snail Guardians. Hello. Carol Cox, always great to see you. Tampa Tom, welcome to the chat. And there's Mr. Dr. Anthony, who, by the way, will be one of the great speakers for Fishtoberfest this year. It's going to be amazing. Good to see you, sir. Whips World, welcome. Pizzotics, Mr. Diego. Hope all is well with you. And if you guys want to go to his website, check out Diego. Multiple aquariums. There you have it. Lisa NJ, always a pleasure to see you. T-Bone Fishies, good day, sir. Atkins Nature Aquariums, good to see you, man. Patrick Harding, good to see you. Adele, Curiosity of Curiosities, good to see you. What are you doing now?
Well, you know
You
when
start
take
the stream, make me look like a fool, then you leave. Give me a break.
well, you know
Scott's
how when you
Aquatics,
take
what's going on?
pills, you have to have water, and I forgot my water.
Yeah.
Leave.
Richard Reynolds, welcome. Patty's Petite Tanks, always good to see you, my dear. Oh, and there's another one of our great speakers for Fishtoberfest, Mr. Chris Biggs. What's going on there, sir? John Larson, what is going on with you? Monster Fish Gal. Miss Lori in the house, good to see you. You know what, Danny? Hold on. That just thought of something. I'm sitting here. The Russians did this and the Russians did that. Nobody wants to hear that garbage on our stream. Lonnie, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Carol Broswell, good to see you. Catfish Nation, Mr. Joe, how are you, sir?
I don't know where you are.
Hippie, John the Fishman, welcome. Snoochie Booch, good to see you. Mary Beth, always a pleasure. Hillbilly Aquatics, what's going on?
Did you say thank you to Collaboration of Curiosities for the stickers?
Did you hear me say thank you?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
So, no, I didn't. So, why don't you go ahead and say thank you, Adele? Thank you so much, Adele.
Thank you, Adele, for the stickers. We really enjoyed opening those up. Thank you.
I was going to get there after the hellos, my dear.
Okay, sorry I rushed you.
Now I'm out of spot. I mean, we do this every week. You think you'd have it down by now.
No, I'll never have this down.
Chris George, welcome. Master Aquatics, Mr. Eduardo, welcome. Try to get through it now because we don't want Danny getting off on a tangent. Jennifer Weaver, welcome. ABC Aquatics, Mr. Kenny, welcome.
503 Aquatics says your mic is too close to your face.
Well, I guess it did me absolutely no good to do a sound check with you then, eh? Ryan Mackey, welcome. Now, Ryan, guys, you be looking here down the road. Mr. Ryan is going to dedicate some of his time to me as we rebuild the Danikin house. He's came over last night. We did some initial planning, and we are going to do a video series of the Danikin house being rebuilt. So, Ryan, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, that was fun. And you know,
Dennis,
it's never mind. You
go ahead.
You go.
Do it. Go ahead. That way you get it off.
Well, when you get together with fish people and people that you enjoy that like fish as well, it's so much fun to talk about the different kinds of fish and talk about the different kinds of fish that you would like and ones that you've kept that you wish you could keep again and how you used to keep fish, 30 years ago versus what you do today. And it was just so much fun sitting down and having those conversations with Ryan last night. I really enjoyed myself. Thank you. You may proceed.
Are you sure? You got it all out of your system now. Are you sure? Chris Rober said, no, we've never used egg yolks to feed our fry, but I've heard of people doing it. Myself, personally, no, we've never done it. Dennis Christensen, welcome. Stephen P. Now, there's another person. He's going to be our live MC and going to do a couple of Fishtoberfest alone music that he is going to make, a Fishtoberfest song, which is going to be amazing. Stephen P. in the house. What's going on, buddy? Bunny Vapor, always good to see you. Alice B., good to see you. Miss Bex, good to see you.
Can I interrupt you for just a second?
By all means.
Thank you, 3G, for the $10 super chat. It's a hippo flipping his hat backwards and giving us a thumbs up.
Thank you much there. And you said that was 3G?
Yes.
Thank you much, buddy.
Now, don't interrupt me yet. We have another one. 2 more. Catfish Nation gave us $10 for the 220-gallon is up and running. Fish went in it today.
Nice.
Nice. That's so cool.
220 is such a cool little platform, too. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And we have a poop-poop from RB Animals and Movies.
Ricky, what's going on, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you on the stream.
Hope you're doing good.
Thank you guys very much. Misfits, Reptiles, and Aquatics, welcome to the chat. I think I already said hello to Richard, but had I not, Richard Reynolds, welcome. Jen Yu in the house. Oh, look at who's here. We haven't seen her in forever. And I know she is down and out today. We love you, Priscilla. Sorry you had to leave Anthony today. I'm sure you're quite depressed, but we love you. Good to see you.
Thank you, Dr. Anthony from the Amazon Research Center for Ornamental Fish, $10 super chat. And it says, can you mention the raffle? Yes.
Yes, we can. As a matter of fact, one of my mods, go to Dr. Anthony's channel. I believe he has the link sitting there. He right now is gracious enough to where he's, I can't remember, Dr. Anthony, the particulars. I thought it was 2. I might be mistaken. I will wait for him to respond. But anyway, he's giving away trips to the Amazon Research Center. Now, keep in mind, he's gracious enough to get down there. He's probably going to put you to work like slave labor when you get down there, but I think it would be a trip of a lifetime. If I had the time off work, I would definitely be doing it. But unfortunately, I've maxed out with Fishtoberfest and ACA this year, so I cannot afford, nor will my boss tolerate me taking any more time off. So if you guys be looking for that, I mean, if you got the time, I would definitely, it would be an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Maria Z in the house. How are you, sister? Good to see you. And Miss Holly. Good to see you, freaky fish lady.
And Dr. Anthony says, yes, I need free labor. And free is in quotations.
Geek boy, what's going on? And there's our little Miss Shanna, 503 Aquatics.
Oh, we have a new member, Misfit, Reptiles and Aquatics.
We thank you so much for them. And I've actually starting to do a better. I had to skip last week because what was I doing, Danny? Something had me all.
You were gone. You weren't here.
I had to go somewhere, and I can't remember what it was now. But anyway, I've been doing 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern members only streams. So I am actually trying to get back to my members now.
Yeah, you were gone. And no, it was the week before I started the fire. So never mind. Yeah, fire in a fish tank. Who knew?
So Chris is still saying my mic's off. What is going on? Well, Chris, we're experimenting. I mean, everything that could go wrong today has. doing fish tanks, and she knocks over our router, breaks the router. So within about an hour and 10 minutes to stream time, I had to run up, grab a router, get it back here. And of course, it didn't work. So then my father-in-law had to come over, help us with a bunch of stuff. I'm at the same time, it's got this app thing. I'm trying to get it to allow us to download it. I'm like, good Lord. So hopefully my mic situation, I think I probably just had it too close.
But we could not get our internet up and running. And then if all of a sudden Kenny kind of does some magic on the back end and him and my dad get it up and going, and it was great. Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics said, always, you guys do so much for the community. It's the least I can do, and I know I'm a bit quiet, but I'm always supporting.
I see you, my man. I always see you out there. Merrick Town Shack, welcome. Crypt Keeper Aquatics, welcome. And I think I said hello to Geek Boy.
And now Dr. Anthony says, now your mic's too far away.
Oh, good Lord. There we go.
We'll see.
I do have the new mic and stuff. Once Danny and I, which Mr. Mackey is going to help us start to get accomplished, is once that studio is done down there, Danny and I will then be able to stream together, and hopefully that takes away all the extra stuff that keeps us from sounding good.
So Patrick Hardy, Kenny always looks so far away because he sits back in that recliner, but I'm one of those people that's always up on the edge of my seat. Which
see, I can be closer, Patrick, but I'm chilling, man.
But then we get shots like the Kraken, and everything can go sideways from there.
Hey, you know what? Because you're being like that. Okay, fine.
Hey, no.
Well, you said I'm up front and personal now.
No. Kenneth. RV Animals and Movies gave us another poop. And Carol Braswell, thank you for the $10 super chat, supporting my favorite live stream. Well, thank you so much, Carol. We love having you
here.
Mr.
Diego, did I suggest that I get a new hat? So that way when I do the occasional flashing your stuff up there to give you a shout out, I got the right merch.
Yes.
Diego tells me I was advertising the wrong website. Sorry.
We can only do
KB Aquatics, welcome. Bunny Viper, good to see you. Man, Danny, I cannot get through these tonight. I don't know what it is. Oh, I know what it is because you keep interrupting. Ricky, we already said hello to. Dave Farrell, welcome. There's my good friend, Peplin Creek Aquatic, Mr. Brian. How are you, sir?
So has anybody noticed that the fake cat, Nico, is looking at the fish in the fish tank instead of out at the audience tonight?
He's being a naughty kitty. Panowski, welcome.
Uh-oh.
So the other thing I was going to mention tonight too, Miss Adele has a fundraiser for her birthday going on. And one of my mods is welcome to drop that link as well. She is doing a fundraiser for the Florida Fish Rescue. And out of respect for Adele, anything that lady wants, I'm going to give her. So we'll drop that link and help her out. It goes to a good cause. And she'd greatly appreciate if you guys want to do that. I wish I would have started before everybody started $10 super chatting us.
Pull your mic away just a little bit.
Oh my God. Why is it giving me so much crap tonight? Maybe because I didn't invest in Danny type headset that's actually a good one and not this
Do you want me to
Kmart blue light special.
It was not a blue light special.
Oh man, there's just now did you just skip all the way down to the bottom of the chat to get to those super chats?
No, I just saw him come in.
Oh, okay, because I am just now getting to R&Bs.
Well, I have YouTube on one screen and I have StreamYard on the other. And it's much easier to see the YouTube stuff.
Larry D's Aquatics and thing. Good to see you, Larry. Danica Aquatics installing hot water recirculating system with thermostatic control valve and an output to fill the tanks on the rebuild. No.
What was the question?
You see all this? It says Danica Aquatics. I will be installing. I like the InstaHot system. I do want to do.
InstaHot. Yeah.
Yes, but we will never go to auto water.
Mm-mm.
And the
Mm-mm.
reason I have my personal preference, Liz, I know me, and if I think of something's down there cleaning my tanks, it's going to keep me from being down in them every week, which I believe every day you need to be in your tanks, just looking, if nothing more, looking in, taking a glance, making sure everybody's healthy. You don't see disease. You don't see any floaters. You don't see anything.
And I find cleaning fish tanks very therapeutic.
Yep. Jay's African Cichlids and more. Welcome. I'm almost there, I think, Danny. I'm almost to the bottom. Byron Volman, welcome. Byron, we are planning on coming to the Willamette Valley this month for show.
Yeah.
Jennifer Weaver in the house. She says she used egg yolks for extra small fry. Just have to do lots of small water change. That would make sense. Like that's what I picture is that the egg yolks will make a mess of your tank.
Well, I've used it before when I was in Hawaii. I tried it because it was something that was recommended in the book that I was reading. And I tried it and it made the water cloudy. So I instantly stopped using it.
Probably a good reason. Eric Wyrock, what's going on? Michael Long, good to see you, sir.
Xanadu says, love the shirt, Kenny.
The only thing that stinks Xanadu is the new GM and the new coach are enthralled by Cousins. So I think we're in for a long haul. It's just too much to handle sometimes. Maybe, just maybe, he'll prove us all wrong and get us a ring. If he does that, all will be forgiven. But I don't foresee that happening.
Chris Big says, Danny may just have to suggest Ken unplug his mic. Thank you, Chris. It was a good suggestion.
And there is the Dad Digit Tech Man. Welcome. COC. Now she's coming in as COC.
Chris Robertson, Danica Aquatics. I was a plumber. Oh, see, you can make things very easy, but I don't mind using the hoses and the Python to drain and fill my tanks. The only thing that stops us from getting more done is when we have to stop our tank cleaning to let the water heat back up so we can finish filling tanks. And if I could do them all in one shot, we'd get so much more done. But
Liquids.
What?
Go ahead, finish.
Because when you sit down after you're done doing a few takes and you take that 45-minute break to, let the water reheat, it sometimes is not very motivating to get back up and get busy again. So that's, I think, where our biggest downfall has been.
God, I wonder where you heard that.
Liquid
Zoo. Welcome to the chat. And he is letting you all know it is 2 people, 1 week, transportation, food, can collect, volunteer, whatever you want. Boom, there you have it.
It sounds like so much fun.
Well, you know what, Danny? You've got the time and the vacation time, and I would have no issue if you wanted to do it.
I do.
Just all I say, you better be a YouTuber while you're there.
See, that's the hard part. You're the better YouTuber. You film stuff.
You can film stuff too. You proved it with the top 100. So.
Oh, I know. I could hardly believe I made it through the top 100 at the Daniken house.
Craig, good to see you, sir. Good day.
Petsotics, thanks for the poop poop.
Mr. Rico Stan. Can't chat, but I'm listening. We appreciate you, Rico. Don't know if I said hello to Alice. So hello, Alice.
Collaboration of Curiosities. That Blacko's hanging out above Ken's head again.
He likes to hang out. He likes the front of the tank. That is,
Chattanooga.
Danny and I
Uh-oh.
did kick butt today. We got a lot of tanks done today. The only sad news is, and I guess I didn't, if you all recall, we were having trouble with that tank a week or two ago.
Which one?
That
Which one?
tank, you need to ask me what tank?
Oh, yeah.
So
Did
anyway.
you see how clean it's getting? I'm redoing that tank.
I'm sad to say that I had to euthanize the last of my Paratilapia Marilambo yesterday. As far as out of that tank, I have 2 more left, one of which is crippled, and the other is beautiful and big, and he will never allow anybody to mate with him. But I will plan on redoing those at a later time. But right now, I just want to take a break from them because I'm still pretty upset. Those were my favorite fish, and did not like losing them. And we still do not know what caused it to this point.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part. So rather than take any chances, we're basically going to take out every ounce of sand, scrub, redoing the filters, doing everything, and going to reset it as a brand new tank.
I'm going to do a planted tank in the living room with it.
Yep. She's still in another one of the tanks. So we're going to.
Okay. He who has 2 135s right behind his head.
That only can have fish that you approve of him in.
No. I haven't approved half of those.
Now, did R&B send us another 99-cent super sticker?
There were 2, yes.
And did you? Okay.
Yes, and I did acknowledge them both. And Petsotics.
What about Carol?
Yes.
The $10 it said supporting my favorite stream.
Yes.
I don't think you did.
I did.
Thank you, Carol.
And T-Bone's Fishies. He's got $5 super chat. Guys, sorry, I haven't been around. Been cut off from electricity, phones, internet, and society for a week from the floods. We are okay, and our house is fine. That's good to hear. Oh, man. So how
I am so sorry, Priscilla. That sounds like me and Danny, like around Thanksgiving, Christmas. We lost 2 of our pups and lost her sister, and then I lost an uncle, and then another uncle. So prayers to you, sister, that it gets better. I'm sorry to hear all that.
Yeah. And you're right. It'll only get better from here.
Listen to Shannon. The mic was fine. Okay.
Well,
Shannon, thanks for letting me know, but I apparently missed that comment. Because I'm scrolling down for the names I haven't said, like Kelly Foreman. I didn't say hello to her. I hate not saying hellos. It drives me nuts if I don't say hello to you guys. But I notice as we get bigger, it's harder and harder to get through them. I'm now understanding.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. And we said hello to Xana Doo-Doo. There he is.
John Larson says, T-Bone, that is great. The rains were terrible and the flooding was awful.
Eduardo, Master Aquatics, welcome. Yeah, that rain I'm hearing that you guys had was pretty intense. And you said thank you to Petsotics for his 99-cent, right?
Yes. Yes, I did. And I did the poop. Ken's going to record me doing the poop for when I'm not here.
Then Chris says it was a staple for raising discus when discus daily water changes were a regular occurrence. Yes.
I think he was talking about that egg yolk. Baby discus.
Then Daniken Aquatics. I have 2 hot water tanks and a recirculator in them. It's instant hot water and about 4x as much as everyone else gets. Better than tankless. Nice.
Carol Braswell says, what's your plan for when you have hundreds in the chat someday?
Yeah. Then we'll probably have to, we won't be able to do it because we would need a whole stream to say hellos. Now, I am upset you missed that guy.
Rob 93. Hi.
What's up, Rob?
That's my Rob. Don't pick on my Rob. Oh.
Oof. Flash heaters are great, but the electric ones need like 240 volts of power. Ooh. Well, that's not going to help us, Ryan, with the conserving power the other way then. RB Animals sent another 99-cent super chat. Then Misfit, another 99-cent super chat.
What about one of those heaters for the big tank that, like, when the water is circulating, it goes through a heater system and then comes back into your tank? It's a big circular loop thing. The guy up in Vancouver that we got rainbows and stuff from, and that you gave our Jack Dempsey to,
Ethan.
yeah, him. He had one of those, one of those heaters.
Yeah, he says he likes it.
Yeah.
Skippers Aquatics, welcome. And what I need you and Steven to get a hold of me because I couldn't remember if you two live in the same state or what. I can't remember if Steven's in Florida or if he's up north by you. Because I didn't know if you two want me to book a flight with you two on the same flight so you got company on the way out.
R&B Animals Movies, 99-cent super sticker, and it's another boop boop. Thank you so much.
And there's a $5 super chat from T-Bone talking about all the water issues.
The water issues.
Boy, I'm way behind compared to you.
I know.
So you keep track of the current chat. I'll make sure we haven't missed anybody. Like Bigfoot Tanks, welcome.
Hi.
But Danny and I are excited. We're starting to get everything dialed and heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
Gearing up for the ACA. Uh-oh, did I?
What?
I made it to the bottom. That's right. Steven's in Louisiana. So that would be a hell of a drive for him to fly out with. Why did I think that Steven was further east? Anyway, Louisiana, huh?
Yeah. So my babies were working towards getting the 300 up on the stand. Really going to work hard on getting these guys up into the 300. And then I'm going to switch out this tank and I'm going to put in 125 instead of the 75-gallon fish tank. So
now these guys are just brutal. I don't know if you guys see them. Let me get that and we'll get it. Danny down for a second. Watch these guys for a second. I normally like aggression, but these, between the red-tailed batillas chasing each other about, and then these guys, this tank is way active. Just ornery. So there's the red tails going at it. I think I'm going to have to do some shuffling in this here tank. A little too much aggression. But the buffalo heads are gorgeous fish. It's just they're really, really mean to each other.
Of them, with their faces, they have so much personality in their faces.
But Danny's excited because the tank over here is going to be planted with, we picked up these really gorgeous little Bozani rainbow fish.
Bosemani,
same difference. Chicago versus freaking the West Coast accent. It doesn't matter.
Maria Z says, sorry, guys, have to lurk and take care of something.
Well, you take care of it. Ryan says, Irvine.
Yeah, Irvine. I just giving you a hard time. Stop it. Seriously, what are you doing? Put me back in my position, Kenneth. Seriously.
Oh, I plan to put you in a position. That's for sure.
Don't listen to him. Stop with that talk.
Now you guys see when I talk like that, how her face turns bright red, isn't it?
It's
funny?
not bright red. Goodness. If it's bright red, then my blood pressure is running off the charts, and you know you're in trouble.
Adele says, "Oh my God,
I know, right?
Mystery Sal, oh Kenneth."
And then there's a face. Yeah, you should hear what he says.
What?
The kinds
Stephen
of things
P.
he says.
We want Stephen P. just the way he is, Eduardo. He don't need to upgrade his hair.
Upgrade his hair. What's wrong with his hair?
Matt, that is not stream friendly.
Oh.
He asked, "What position would that be?"
No. We don't go there.
Then Adele says, "It's like hearing your parents get kinky." Unfortunately, our kids had that happen to them a few times with friends.
Ken, we are not going down that road. Come on. No. Oh, my
I keep
God.
threatening there's going to be a Kenny E After Dark show. Non-monetized. Just
most of
throw it
your
out there.
content deserves to be after dark.
Tebow and Katrina in the mid-90s. I lived in Virginia. That town flooded, so they called the martial law. They sent Navy SEALs to guard the bank, and it was underwater. I saw the dumpster bib down at the...
Down the street. Oh, my gosh. Goodness. So pink and blue hair, huh?
Well, Danny will love that.
Patty's Petite Saint says, save that for the members only stream. Hi, Patty. How are you doing?
No, I'm talking to Sicklets, Xanadu.
Yeah, he's got blue-lipped buffalo heads.
That's the problem when you're in a great club like Guppus is you got so many amazing breeders and all kinds of cool stuff. Now
Collaboration
what?
of Curiosity says, Kenny E After Dark Stories by Kenny, and he sounds like a strip club DJ. Yes. We were pulling out the weed whacker videos earlier this week. Ken was trying to tell his boss that he shouldn't be in charge of power tools. And he was telling his boss about the weed whacker story. And his boss was crying. He was laughing so hard. He's like, Ken, stop. I have to work. I have to finish this. Quit. Don't talk anymore. Don't tell me any more stories until after we're done.
Who else thinks Kenny sounds like a pervert when he laughs? There's candy in my van, Danny.
Oh, that's funny.
Too much.
I know it. So, Kenny's been just having the best week though. So he got we're getting a bunch of the fish tanks all fixed up, and we're actually making progress towards some of our goals in getting the house up to par with everything.
And that is not the story of How I Met Your Mother. Oh, excuse me, says, and that is the story of How I Met Your Mother. M&C, what's going on, brother?
Lisa and Jay says, Danny says she's got a 10-gallon tank to lure Kenny in.
Actually, it would take like 125s to lure me nowadays. I'm over the 10 gallons.
So Ryan Mackey was saying that we should keep our 20 gallons.
And our 10 gallons. He says we should keep a rack of the 10s too.
Oh.
Hospital tanks and quarantine. And
that's not a bad idea. But knowing us.
So you've now been promoted to quarantine and hospitalization specialist, Danielle.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
Meaning those are your tanks.
Amazon Research Center for Ornamental Fishes, Dr. Anthony says, chocolate stout.
Chocolate stout. You can have all of that you wish.
I think we still have one.
And I understand Chris Biggs likes his Widowmaker.
Aw, RB Animals and Movies, thank you. It says, Danny, I've missed your laughing the last few months. Aw, thank you. Will a few 180s lure you in, Kenny? ABC Aquatics Biotope
Yeah.
Creation wants to know.
That would lure me.
Yeah, I got up and immediately after I drank my first cup of coffee, I started doing water changes in tanks. But I'm not just doing the water changes. I'm like scraping all the sides, and I'm doing all
that
the
beautiful piece of
maintenance
Anubias that was in with my Paratilapia ended up way over there with Chewy.
Yep. It totally transformed. That one piece of Anubias transformed Kenny's Chewy tank.
And Chewy seems much happier now.
He is. Instead of kind of hanging towards the bottom, he's up in the middle. And whenever we go near the tank, he swims over to us like, hey.
How you doing, Lady Diane? Welcome to the chat. Mexicali Fish Keeper, welcome.
Lady Diane, I'm back for my Danny laughs. Hi, everyone. You know what Chewy did, though, earlier while I was cleaning his tank? It was the weirdest thing. So Ken had like this small little hut built in there out of stones, and he flipped all the way upside down and swam into there to hide.
I was ready to shoot her. The luck we've had this month, he was upside down completely. So I thought he was done. And I looked at her, I said, what did you do?
I'm like, I cleaned the tank. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Ken freaked out. But as soon as he lifted up the rocks, Chewy swam right and came right on out. But I don't know why he hid in the cave. Normally he swims over to the opposite side of the tank that I'm working on, and he kind of leans against the side of the tank while I'm cleaning it, and he'll kind of watch me while I'm doing it. And then when I move to that side of the tank when I'm cleaning it, he'll go over to the other side and just kind of watch me. But
Motor City Aquatics, welcome.
I don't know why he was upside down today.
He was acting goofy.
Collaboration and Curiosity says Chewy was messing with you. Yes, he was.
And this evening, is Mr. Atkins going behind us tonight?
Yes. And Monster Fish Gal already put up his link once.
She's so on it.
I know. But you'll notice the cloudiness behind the tanks behind Kenny. We cleaned them, and we've been very careful not to clean the filters at the same time, the same day that we clean the tanks. So when we turned the filters back on, it went poof. This big cloud came out of the filter, so that'll have to be cleaned next week.
I'll probably do it in a day or two.
Yeah. So I'm going to run an FX6 in that 100-gallon that's next to Ken that I'm resetting. And so I'm cleaning out the FX6. We're going to start that. I'm going to get plants planted in there. I'm actually going to put a plant substrate in there underneath the sand. So that should be good.
What are you going to put under? Oh, the dirt stuff?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might put some lava rock and then put in some plant soil and then cap it all with sand. Because nothing I'm going to put in there is going to dig them up. So.
Well, I do want some Corys in there.
Bunny Viper says I have a giant Aranda that sleeps on her back on the bottom of the tank. The only fish that we have that besides Chewy today is the clown loaches. They always pretend like they're dead. They'll sleep upside down and rest.
Sometimes they'll be straight up and down.
Yeah,
those are the ones that I would like. I'm really considering. I'd like to get those clown loaches in a longer tank.
Yes, that would be nice. They're in 100 tall. Is that right?
No, 110.
110. It's a weird size tank. It's a little shorter than the others, but
Did you hear what Dr. Anthony says? Watch the sulfur with the lava rock.
oh,
So don't do the lava rock. Would probably be the best way to go. Just do what you were going to do and forget the lava rock.
oh. It's a great bacteria bed.
So now that's interesting that he says
What?
that. That's got me thinking now. Is
What?
that what caused my crash on my African tank? Was all that lava rock?
No, we had lace rock. We didn't have lava rock in there. So lace rock is a harder rock. It's more cement-like, kind of adding the hardness, but it was not lava rock.
So both Kenny's having a Chewy with Anubias. But his Chewy's a Chacaho gecko. How do you say that, Danny? You see it on the screen there? Chahoico gecko?
Chahoya.
Chahoya gecko. Okay, I'll run with it.
Chahoa.
I have a loach that scared my hubby by sleeping on his side and like he was dead.
Yeah. Well, and then there's the one that had where it was the attack of the red-tailed batillas that one night, and because I got stung by the red-tailed batilla that had jumped out of the tank in the middle of the night, Ken comes in wielding a gun because I was in there screaming. It hurt.
And in answer to your question, Alice B, they have not, but I've already spoke to Miss Stephanie with Aquaria Life, and she had some stuff with her work and whatnot. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. We get them when we get them. I know she's good for it, and I know she's coming to Fishtoberfest. So one way or another, they will end up in my possession.
Oh, I can't wait. Those are great. So it works out, though, because it gets me closer to the goal of getting these guys into the one or the 300 downstairs, and I would like to put up the 125 and put those plecos in here.
And somebody's asking Dr. Anthony to explain sulfur and lava rock.
Oh, Petzotic says it's Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Aw, look who came in now. Boy, all of them are coming in tonight. There's Miss Amber with Big Zeta Betas. I hope you're good,
Hi.
sister. Great to see you.
Good to see you. Lugs and hugs to you, too.
And Miss Amber, are you excited about Lucas moving to Florida?
And Jennifer Weaver says, at Research Center for Ornamental Fishes, please explain sulfur and lava rocks.
So he's put, and there he goes, Miss Jennifer. He says, volcanoes have massive amounts of sulfur, so most lava rock has sulfur embedded in the rock. Makes
what will
sense.
that do to the fish?
That tank right now, Ricky De Hoyos, is a 75-gallon.
Yeah, this little guy's just a 75. So I want to get these babies into the 300 because there's 15 Ultima Angels, and these aren't like the regular Ultima Angels. These guys get to be like 12 inches from bottom of fin.
Well,
to
John
top
says
of
a
fin.
big one could be up to 18 inches.
Yeah,
top to bottom.
So this is not nearly enough room. And he's got some big ones. They're beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I could bet he did.
Right.
Now, Danny, believe it or not, Chris Roberson, had the same thing happen. She didn't understand the structure of a botilla, and one of them got her. He said Terry found out the hard way from his red-tailed botilla that they got little face switchblades.
Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I was gonna pick him up and put him back into the tank that he had just jumped out of. And thank goodness I was walking through the room. He found the teeniest crack and just jumped right through it. And anyway, so on the side, and I'm trying to pick him up to put him back in the tank, and he stung me so bad. Man, that sucker hurt. And put that back in the tank, and
Dr. Anthony says sulfur-reducing bacteria can produce hydrogen sulfide, rotten eggs, gas, deadly.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. I wonder why everybody tells you to use it then.
I have no idea.
There was like, use it in your filters.
Hey, the coach plays in the house. What's going on, bud?
Very cool. Very cool.
But Danny and I are starting to gear towards getting ready for the ACA. I've already I've got a few more sponsors and a few more tables, and then I'm going to be able to start getting the flyers for Fishtoberfest made, which will be, whoops.
What? What are you doing?
Due to technical difficulties, Kenny trying to stretch his legs. That's because, who was it that was asking me why I sit so far back? That's why, because I'm always twitching and moving and. Oh, you don't need to worry about that, but we appreciate it, Xanadu. He says, somehow lost my membership. So here's thanks, catching up for the weeks and weeks of great incident stories. And especially Danny's giggles. We appreciate you, Xanadu.
Thank you so much. That's
not
so
expected, though, brother. Lefty's in the house. What's going on, Lefty?
Hey, Lefty. Says, Grr, I'm starting to think I'm not supposed to own a flower home. Lost another order.
That's no good.
You can have ours. Ken doesn't like me saying that. He loves our flower horn.
It's not something I would have ever purchased per se, but a good friend of ours, Moonstone, you guys remember Moonstone Aquatics, Miss Kim, was transitioning from fish to reptiles, and she wanted us to have it. And I said, well, you know what? I will take them. And a few others of her fish. Thank you there, Coach Play. My son got me this one for Christmas this year.
Yeah. But Chewy's been an okay dude. He's very personable. He likes to interact with people.
He lets me pet him.
Yeah, and
unless
he
he's
didn't
being
have the
crabby.
giant. Yeah, and he didn't have the giant nuchal hump, so that was good.
But he's starting to get it now. And the only unfortunate thing is, the bigger it gets, its eye sockets are starting to do weird things, and his eyes aren't sitting correctly in his head.
Yeah.
Which I don't like that.
So Lefty says, hello again. Been here for 40 minutes.
I'm sorry, Lefty. It must have been during all of Danny's interruptions, and you slid in.
See, I throw him off when I do all those interruptions. But sometimes there's just so much that I want to tell you guys. Oh. So what do you mean you lost another order? What happened? I mean,
I'm sure he's meaning he keeps losing the fish when they get there. That's why I personally don't ship a lot of cichlids. I've got some I can sell, but unless they're tiny little guys, I will not ship a cichlid.
Yeah.
They're very finny, and they've got very adult-sized fins that poke bags. And I mean, I'm very cautious and tape the bottoms and do everything, but I've had plenty of losses when they're over. If they get over 2 inches, that's when you start worrying about, are they going to make it?
Lefty says, ha 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 ha, it's all good. And hippie John Fisherman says, Pride Moors.
William, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. There's somebody else we must have missed at some point, Danny. That's Pride More Tanks.
Yep.
There he is. Pride More Fish and More. Welcome to the chat, sir.
It says flower horns are amazing. I love all of mine. So yes. Oh, see, says, oh no, I haven't gotten the fish in my possession. The first seller flaked on me. Then the second guy have given me 50,000 excuses. So I've never actually gotten them into my hand.
Well, that's good. That means no fish have perished during these transactions. That's good.
That's awesome. And Jeffrey Watt says, driving and lurking. And
hey, Jeffrey, what's going on? There's Griff coming in right behind him. What's going on, Griff?
Griffin's Fish Room says, not saying anything is the fun part. I know. Do you know how many times I'm in somebody's stream and I'm just lurking?
There's another guy we haven't seen in a while, Mr. Andy in the house. What's going on, Andy?
Andy. Which Andy?
Andy, it's aquariums maintained by Andy.
There we go. Okay. Nice. Hello, hello. So RB Animals and Movie says, I'm going to amphibians and going to stay away from fish because I can't afford to pay high electric bill.
Oh, we know that feeling. That's why That's why we got friends trying to help us figure out a way to make it work.
Yeah.
We're going to be heating the rooms, insulating rooms, and getting everything. I'm not asking for the world, but I would love if I had, like in the wintertime, around $300 to $350 would be amazing. But right now they've been averaging $650 to $750 a month for the electric alone.
It's horrible.
That's dedication to a hobby when you start paying those kind of electric bills. When they're more than your car payment, that's...
Monster Fish Gal says, Atkins Nature's Aquarium's live in 10 minutes.
Is it only 10 minutes already?
Yes, sir.
God almighty, we just started. Although, of course, we had to go through your many shenanigans, so that took up 30 minutes.
I had no shenanigans.
You're right. It was shenanigans.
No, shenanigans.
And there's Mr. Alex. Welcome, Alex. So then we had everybody that's going to be speaking at Fishtoberfest all here this evening. There's your lineup. Stephen P. is the MC. We had Alex, a History Living in Your Aquarium.
Bentley's not here.
Bentley's not here. That's the only one not here. He might be lurking, though.
Lady Diane says, yeah, that's way too much electricity.
What up, Anthony? Good to see you. He says, hi, everybody. Lurking while scooping ice cream. All right, then.
That sounds so good. I might have to have a bowl tonight.
You say that every night. Alex says he's sort of alive.
Aw. No, we need you to be all alive. Come on, dude. Get better. Quick.
It's because Dr. Anthony was giving him a hard time. He's alive.
Too cool. So.
Yeah, we're getting pretty pumped up for Fishtoberfest, too. I think it's going to be probably better than last year even, which I think it's going to be hard to beat last year, but I think this year is going to be off the charts.
Yeah. I just can't wait to go to the ACA and see everybody.
There you go.
Crown.
Lefty, you just need to go to the ACA convention, which I think you are going to the Triple Crown, and just pick you out of, because I know that the ACA is probably going to be more towards pure breed type stuff. So I don't know if you'll see a lot of flower horns there, but there's always oddball stuff there.
Well, because Alex said I'm sort of alive, Adele says, eek, Alex is a zombie. Yes, I did cut my hair off. It was, I wanted to about 4 inches taken off, and it was more like 6 inches.
Oh, there goes Ryan. He says, from somebody that spent most of his aquarium life trying to keep species correct, even by geographical location, the flower horn is hard to justify.
Yeah, it's one of those big debates, do you go for the hybrids or no?
But same token, Chewy didn't know he was put together by being a hybrid, so I wasn't going to let the fish suffer because he was a hybrid. I don't plan to mate him with anything. Although, because I know how much of a purist that Ryan is, I did make a joke with him when I was here last night because our Black Nasty has laid eggs all over downstairs again. I said, well, I could always go and drop the flower horn in with her.
Alex, we all know that Ken had the Kraken incident. So I totally get it. He said, I did do my new aquascape, filmed it beautifully on 2 time-lapse cameras, and my butt was showing the whole time, like a plumber at their finest. Had to scrap the whole thing.
Well, don't scrap it. Make it funny, Alex. Put a big smiley face over the top of the crack. And then above it say, Kraken says hello.
Lefty said, outright Mackie, it started with the yellow one that I saw who was stunning, and I was hooked. Danny, it's cute, but isn't it always that way? They take too much. I honestly, it was because she did exactly what I told her. I said, I want my hair shoulder length. I just didn't realize how short it was actually going to be. So, normally they're pretty good about keeping it right where they're supposed to, but I have a new hairdresser and she is an absolute riot, and she was making me laugh so hard that I wasn't paying attention.
So we got a fish question. It says, hey guys, will an 8-inch depth all glass aquarium okay for some multis? And secondly, how can I transfer them sand shells and all from their current 20? The best way to get a Shelly is take the shell and all the shells in the tank, put them in the next tank or the water that you're putting them in while you're changing them. And I assure you that you will get 90% of them. If you take all your shells and put them in there, you will get
because they always just duck into the shells. So they're multis and they really use those shells. So just pick up the shells and just make sure that they stay full of water. Don't dip them or anything. You can actually just pick them up and go put them in the next tank. And rarely will you have any in the tank left. They're so nice.
Shellies, I think, are probably some of the easiest fish to transfer.
Yeah.
But thank you for the $9.99 super chat as well, Ricky. We appreciate that.
And if you want to get them out of the shells, get yourself a cup, like a drinking cup or a great big plastic cup or even a glass one. Fill it full of water and turn it upside down in the tank and stick the shell on top of the glass. Multis do not like to be higher up in the tank. They want to be on the ground. So they will abandon the shell and go down lower. And so if you keep doing that, they'll eventually come out of their shells, and then you can put the shell up until you need it again or whatever. But that's the best way I know of to get multis out of their shells. Hope that helped.
And there comes Alex with basically same, pretty close to the same technique. Best way to catch a Shelly. Shelly, just put the shell sideways in the bucket, then on the soup can, they will hop out of the water if you step away.
Yep. Yep. They do. They really do. You just get them on those cups or whatever. Get them up in the air because they do not like that at all.
Well, Ricky, the one thing too that a lot of people don't understand, you could use fresh sand. Just take your sponge from the current tank, take it over to the new tank, squeeze that moam really well into all of that tank. Stick the new sponge in there, let it run for about 20 minutes, then transfer your fish. You should be good. You don't have to transfer sand at all. Matter of fact, I would probably discourage you not to do that because I think that may cause more damage, because a lot of times with the sand, you have a buildup of gases and all kinds of organics at the bottom of the...
even the bacteria bed that's there, you're disturbing that bacteria bed.
I would leave that bed alone. Put whatever you're going to put in the 20-gallon after the Shellies in there. You already got a nice bed established. But like I said, take your dirty sponges from the current tank that those Shellies are in, squeeze it into the new tank, and you should be fine. 90% of the tanks in Daniken's house were set up this way, and we have very rarely have we had crashes. Crashes have been caused by other issues, but never because of the new tank syndrome per se.
Yeah. But you still go through new tank syndrome. Bunny Viper, nice tip on multis, you guys.
And there's something that Alex brought up that is important. Just make sure that you're taking them to the same pH or close to. Most importantly, make sure you're not taking them from an 8.2 to like a 7.5. You will kill them, but just make sure the pH is on point. It's always good going up, no problem. Going down, you could have issues.
It looks like Nico is fallen partially behind you.
Sorry, Nico. That's fine.
Oh, Kenny, 1 minute.
Okay. So if we go over by a minute or two, I'm sure Ian will not have a cow. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and say thanks to each and every one of you for taking the time to be
Yes.
here every Sunday with us. We appreciate you. Like I said, be looking for in the near, probably the next month or so, Ryan and I are going to start the rebuilding of the Daniken house. Most of the buildings will be going on downstairs in the new fish rooms, and got some pretty good ideas from them. I'm going to most likely bag the wood floor idea that I started, and Ryan and I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but I think we have another direction in which to go that will work out better for a fish room. I don't know what we're going to do with all that simulated wood that we spent good money on, but we will figure that out later. Maybe Danny will have a pimped out he shed one day, or she
shed. And Ricky De Hoyos, even though we answered your question, I wanted to say a thank you for the $9.99 super chat as well.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
did that.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it. Sorry. I was probably concentrating on the question.
Yes, I know. Want to thank each and every one of you who took the time to super chat us tonight. We appreciate it. Always helps. And same thing with our members. You guys keep us afloat. We love that and do appreciate you. And then all the lurkers and replay crew, thanks for coming in. We see you every week. We appreciate that. And
Yes.
to all my moderators, you guys are amazing. But go on over to Ian's Atkins Nature Aquariums stream. Show them some love. Hashtag. What should the hashtag?
Multis. Why not?
Okay, I guess we're going to do hashtag multis.
Yeah.
All right, guys. As always, love your fish. This is Kenny E. and the lovely Danny saying goodbye for another week. We will see you again soon.
Thank you, guys.